Hey everybody, what's up?
What's happening?
This is a show before the show again. We're gonna do another one.
Alright.
Because you know what? Why not?
Exactly.
Why not?
It's Wednesday.
You only live once, people. Might as well have fun and enjoy it.
Alright.
So we're getting set up. I forgot my sweet tea again. I'm sorry. I remember last show before the show I was drinking sweet tea, but I forgot it. So silly. Well, actually don't. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah.
And kind of petty.
Alright, shall we get rolling here?
I think we shall.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright.
Alright, we'll see you guys during the show. So this is the show before the show, so that's all you get.
Exactly.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Hey!
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's going on?
It's Chris.
And Kenny.
And this is the Chris
And Kenny.
Show. And we are on our ninth.
Nine.
We are almost to 2 hands.
We're almost there.
We're almost there. Just one more, and we'll have another hand.
That's right.
Alright, so,
And you know what? If I were a cat, I'd be kind of scared. On live, so see what I did there?
Yeah, nice. I like that. Very nice.
Yeah, thanks.
First of all, welcome.
Welcome. It's good to see you. Thank you for spending your evening with us.
And one of your evenings anyway, whenever you decide to watch this show.
Or it could be the morning.
It could be the morning, yes.
It could be at work.
It could be.
Hopefully not. But anyway.
You could be surfing the net during break time. Who knows what you're doing? I mean, it's none of our business. It's all yours.
It's all up to you.
If you decide to waste company time, go for it. That's what I'm doing anyway. Tonight for our ninth video, we really didn't have a topic. We couldn't come up with anything.
So what you see is what you get.
Exactly.
Okay.
We just, me and Kenny, we both decided that we're going to freestyle it, and he actually has a couple of topics that he wants to discuss with y'all.
I got a few things.
So Kenny, that half of the couch towards the camera is yours. Go for it. Since I'm doing all the talking most of the time, it's your turn to do all the talking.
Turn to talk. Yeah. Not that anybody listens anyway, but you know what? Whatever.
Well, yeah, you're married. You should be used to it.
Exactly. Anyway, I mean, I love you, hon. Love you. Yeah. So yeah, you guys might remember we in previous videos. This is nothing new. We've talked about. We've been in theater. You know, we just finished. Well, I say just finished. It was been about 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah. The night of January 16th. There was a courtroom drama. You know.
It's an awesome show.
And, it was a great show.
Awesome show.
Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us for that evening or a few evenings. So anyway, it was a courtroom drama, and you know what?
What?
I was coming home one afternoon, and I looked in the mailbox to get my mail when I come home from work, that's what I usually do, and a jury summons is in my mailbox. So when I was in the show about being, you know, in the courtroom, now in real life I have to be in a courtroom.
And for those of y'all that didn't see Night of January 16th, he was actually a witness.
Yeah, I was a witness. I took the stand, you know.
And now he actually gets to be part of the jury.
Be part of the jury.
Now, also, whenever we were talking about Night of January 16th last time, you said that you had been on a jury before.
I have, yeah, I have. This is about 10 years ago, I guess. Yeah, wow. Time flies when you're having fun.
Exactly.
But anyway, yeah, it was about 10 years ago or so. I was actually called to have jury duty, so I went down there. I called first to see if my number was picked, and of course I was like number 63 or something. They do it by numbers a lot of times to say, okay, you know, if your number is between 1 and 300 or whatever, you know, you have to please report to blah 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 at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I went down there, and you have to, you know, just like an airport terminal, you have to go in and put all your stuff into your pockets in the bin. They shoot it on down the thing and whatever. And so I finally got past all that. We're sitting in the courtroom, and you have to, you know, do the old hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, you know, do you solemnly swear to blah 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 blah. And so I did that, and I'm like, okay, I just received word from, you know, the judge that we will have a jury in this case. And so I'm thinking, oh great, I wonder how many people are going to actually be picked, which, you know, is going to be 12 obviously. But so they have this list, and they're going by and they're calling your names, and they have to interview you. And so I get, okay, the last one was, you know, they called my name. I'm like, are you serious right now? Didn't think I'd have to do it because, you know, it won't go out of the list. You know, it's on number 11, they called in. Number 12, of course, I got chosen. And they interviewed me, what's your name, what's your address, what's your occupation, you know, blah, blah, blah. Do you know anybody here in the jury, you know, do you know anybody, you know, the plaintiff, do you know the defendant, blah, 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 do you know anybody? I'm like, I don't know anybody here. And so they're like, okay, well, have a seat in the box here. And so that's how it all began. And then we went through and we had to listen to the testimonies, blah, 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 whatever. And we went back, just like the show, we went back and we deliberated for like an hour and a half. We came back out here and we listened to more testimonies, and I actually ended up serving on the jury for 3 days. 3 days, people. That's 12. They give you, in the state of North Carolina, they give you $12 per day.
Nice, $36.
I got $36.
Tax free.
Tax free.
Woo!
So that was,
You could have retired after
I
that.
tell you what, I was in big money then. I say was because I had to spend it all in gas to get there. Because I remember at that time I was working at a let's just say I was working at a local garage, and I wasn't making a lot of money, so that's what I spent my money on, was gas and food to get there. It didn't make a whole lot of money, but it was a good experience. I'll tell you, it was a good experience. I highly recommend, if you've never done, if you've never been a juror or whatever. I wouldn't say do it, but you can't really do it unless you're called. But anyway, if you ever do get the opportunity, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's nothing else. It's a learning experience, and it's really cool to see how the court systems work.
I've actually been called twice for jury duty, and both times I could not do it because one I was in college.
Okay.
They called me when I was in college, and I was like, I can't do it because I'm at UNCG, and I said, okay. And the second one was I had just moved out to Tucson, and I guess I didn't officially change my address just yet, and they actually sent me a jury summons to let me know that I had been called. I was like, I'm across the country.
Yeah,
Can't
a little
do
too
that.
far away. My wife, actually, Marilyn, she was called for jury duty, but she couldn't go because she was in school 3 hours away. So you can get out of it, if you want. But
my dad has been called to jury duty like 4 or 5 times, and every time he had to push it off. He's like, I can't do it because I'm supposed to be going out of town. They said, okay, well, his trip got pushed back. He's like, well, I could have gone to jury, and then he got called again. It was like, I can't do it because I have to go out of town this time too.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, well, and after like 3 or 4 times, if you don't go, they actually will. They say you have to go, and I'm just like, why don't they call and they automatically assume that you're trying to ditch jury duty?
Yeah, so many people do that.
And I'm just like, why don't they? With my dad, why don't they call the company that he works for? Because my dad travels a lot. My dad travels out of the country and also around the country to do his job. I mean, he's been everywhere: Australia, Singapore, Thailand, Egypt, Qatar, everywhere. I mean, you name it, he more than likely has been. He's been to South America a few times, Central America a couple times, but I'm just like, why don't they call the company, find out what he does, and actually, why don't they follow up on this stuff? My mom said, well, then they would actually have to do something. I said, never mind. Totally understand.
It makes sense. It's probably not going to happen.
Exactly. That's how a lot of companies do it. If it makes sense, it doesn't happen here. My company, exactly.
There you go. And not to change the subject completely, but well, actually, that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, so why is it that you go to segue into the next train of thought here, because my mind is just it goes all over the place.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, why is it that stores have Christmas stuff out before Halloween? What in the world? I mean, seriously, I can understand. People get, that's to get people into the holiday spirit or whatever, and we can make more money doing that. Blah 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 blah. I mean, seriously, my thing is one holiday at a time.
Yep. Well,
just saying.
The one thing that I liked, I remember Lewis Black.
I don't get it.
He's a famous comedian.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Yeah, Lewis Black. He said, when I was younger, and this applies for us as well. When we were younger, Thanksgiving was its own holiday, and that was it. It was not Christmas Part 1.
Yeah.
It was Thanksgiving. You had your turkey, you had your stuffing, you had your cranberry sauce, you had your pumpkin pie, you had your sweet potato pie. I didn't eat the last 2 or the cranberry sauce. I only had the turkey. Possibly the stuffing, but very, very rarely. Anyway, Thanksgiving was Thanksgiving, and that was it.
That's it. And
Halloween was Halloween, and that was it.
And speaking of Thanksgiving, and I must applaud the big company of Costco for not being open on Thanksgiving. Let's hear it for Costco. Thank you. Actually care about your workers. That's what I'm talking about here. So they don't have to, come to work on Thanksgiving, where they actually can spend time at home with their family and loved ones. Oh, and the other thing I was going to say about Thanksgiving, why do they have Black Friday? I mean, didn't the day before we were just thankful for what we had? And then the next day we're going to go out and
buy stuff that we don't have.
Crap. Oh my God, I can save $30 on an Xbox. Ah. People just go crazy over stuff like that.
I can do that by looking on eBay.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Also, another thing about working on the holidays. Did you know that IHOP is going to be open on Christmas?
What?
Yes. Me and my friend Larissa. Shout out to Larissa.
Hi, Larissa.
And
that really just happened.
That just happened. We actually went to IHOP before she left this past Sunday.
Okay.
And she needed coffee because she hadn't had coffee all day.
Gotta have coffee.
Gotta have coffee. We went to IHOP because she was craving breakfast as well. That's her favorite food, is breakfast food. So we went to IHOP, and we were walking in, and on the doors it says "Open Christmas Day."
Why? I love IHOP. Don't get me wrong. I really do. We're down there all the time. It's just right down the road from us, actually.
Literally.
Yeah, literally down the hill. And I love IHOP. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I love IHOP. But why are you gonna be open on Christmas Day? Seriously? Is it limited hours or?
No, it's as far as I know, it's open all day.
Because our IHOP down here is open 24/7. Usually. So that's why I was wondering. But God, seriously?
That shows you how much this country has changed. Because when we were younger,
oh man,
on Sundays, everything was closed.
You couldn't find a place that was open on Sundays.
No fast
hospital or something.
Maybe no fast food restaurants. I think the only thing that was actually open on Sunday were Chinese buffets. China City.
Oh yeah.
And a Mexican restaurant. Those were the two. The Mexican restaurant and the Chinese restaurant. Mm-hmm. Those were the two things, and the only things that were open. Right. Now, everything is open. The gas stations are open.
Yeah.
The fast food restaurants are open. The mall. I don't even remember going to the mall on Sundays, but more than likely
in years.
I went a couple weeks ago.
I don't remember.
But from what I can remember, if the mall was open on Sunday, well, actually, it probably was open, but it closes earlier. It closes actually 2 hours earlier on a Sunday than it does the rest of the week.
Ooh.
But still, I mean, that's better than what most people do.
Yeah, you're right.
So that shows you how much that shows you how much times have changed. Because everything used to be closed on Sundays when we were younger, other than a small handful of things. But now everything is open.
Why is everything open? I mean, I understand there are a lot of people out here or whatever, but golly, have some respect,
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Also, Sundays usually are family days.
Yeah.
You go to church, you come home, you have lunch with your family, and then you disperse.
Yeah.
You can go do. I mean, there were times where I tried to go. We tried to go out and have play basketball in the back after we had gotten done eating. You can actually, if you want to, just drive around.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, that's all you have to do. Especially if you live in Winston, because there's a lot of stuff to do on Sundays. But also, just go downtown and walk around, because you will see.
You'll see a lot of things. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go for it.
Yeah, the thing about this now, all this social media, Sunday selfie.
Never heard of Sunday selfie.
Oh yeah.
Is that
it's this thing now? Yeah, it's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's just where you take your phone out, as we've talked about earlier, these phones, and you just take a picture. Sunday selfie. I've noticed on Instagram and Facebook. So what is this world coming to, y'all?
And what is,
I know I've asked that question before, but seriously, what in the world?
And what is all this hoopla about different days? You got Sunday selfie, Man Crush Monday,
Woman Crush Wednesday,
Throwback Thursday,
Transformation Tuesday,
Flashback Friday. I actually started. Other than Throwback Thursday, I did a Throwback Tuesday where I don't post pictures on Facebook. I post old school videos on my Facebook. So I will go to YouTube, find an old music video or something that happened on TV, like an old movie, like a video clip, or an old sports clip, and I will post it on my Facebook. Now, I hate to say that I'm actually getting into the whole thing now,
Yeah.
but
It's just drawing us in.
it is. It's
Just being suckered into this stuff here.
as you can hear by those rapid beeps. That's the time we're feeding people.
That's our time. Join us again next week for our 10th episode. We have big things planned for our 10th episode, so please stay tuned. Thank you guys for commenting on this video. Thank you for liking it. Please subscribe, tell your friends, bring a friend next week.
And thanks for watching, most importantly.
Thanks for watching. Big things are in store for next week, so don't go away.
On our 10th video.
We love you guys.
Until next time, peace!